Today's Morphin Network video is sponsored by Ranger Stop and Pop, which is March 5th to the 7th, 2021 in Atlanta, Georgia, and Ranger Stock Convention, which is now November 11th to the 14th, 2021 in Orlando, Florida. Go to rangerstop.com for more info.
This is Austin St. John, Jason, the original Red Ranger. You are watching the Morphin Network.
In the jungle,
Mighty jungle, the lion sleeps tonight.
I win.
Wait, a win.
We're kind of out of sync.
Oh, shut up! You can't. Don't ruin the flow.
You're singing way off.
Hello, guys. Welcome to another episode of Ranger Podcast Live. We are reviewing Power Rangers Beast Morphers Season 2, Episode 7, Beast King Rampage. We have here my compadres and my warriors and my minions, which their souls are mine. We have on my right side is Leo, aka Psycho Fox.
I ain't no one's minion. You got me twisted.
No.
Don't get it twisted.
Oh,
Don't
yeah,
get it
no,
twisted.
buddy.
We have my other minion, Quasar Red, aka Canton.
For the record, I'm nobody's servant.
Too bad. And we have
No.
my other servant, whose soul is actually really mine, Mike, aka Thunder Zero.
Yeah, sure.
My soul, I do not have a soul because I'm ginger, first of all. Second, I keep outside of time, so, you know. Good luck getting my body, too.
Anyway, so before we start, we want to say do a 10 second silence because unfortunately the actor played
Fujiwara, who did the voice of Cheetah Nikki, the Japanese version of Cruz, passed away earlier this week. So we should pay our respects.
All right, time 10 seconds and 10 seconds. Go. Rest in peace, Cheetah Nikki, and to Mace Hughes from Fullmetal Alchemist.
And Leorio from Hunter x Hunter, and AC/DC from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. And who else did he play? Played a lot of cool characters that I liked.
So, yep. So anyway, guys, let's start with the actual review.
So, Power Rangers Episode 7. All I will say is this. Meaaagaannn actually redeemed herself. Meaaagaannn actually redeemed herself. I didn't think it could have happened. But sometimes Meaaagaannn deserves a second chance.
So before I start, guys, how you guys like this episode?
I thought it was
I
okay.
really
Finally.
enjoyed it. I thought it had stakes, had some pretty good acting, some issues, some weird dialogue here and there, but overall, good, decent performances. And everything felt intense and a little suspenseful and fast-paced. Really enjoyed it. So
I finally found my episode that I actually want to give a 10 to. So I'm happy about that. This was it. Orion, once again, I think your assumption was correct. Let's get rid of all the really bad episodes. Let's all the crap episodes, and let's put in the bigger episodes right after that. And thus far, I had a good time. I had a good time watching this episode. I watched it twice actually, and it was good. I really, really enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. Meaaagaannn coming back was a good choice. So, yeah. Time Rider Zero, what's up with you? What you think?
I thought it was an all right episode. I don't think it was one of the best episodes of the season so far, but I will say it was one of the better ones. I do like that Megan came back, although if I had to make one major critique is that it would have been nice to see more of her prior to this episode, and just have her like stir some things up, a little here, a little there before redeeming herself. Kind of like, honestly, like Eric from Time Force, where like he didn't immediately redeem himself. Like it took him a good 7 episodes.
I'll side with you on one thing because I'm going to talk about this real quick. So we are now at Evox. Evox is back. Him and Scrozzle are working on this device that's to control the Rangers' new weapon, which the Rangers know nothing about except Evox. And Evox does a pretty good job recapping it. If you have not seen the previous episodes, where we last left off, we took Nate. Hold on.
I took control over Nate to create the ultimate malware virus.
If I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this right. So, damn it, we took Nate.
Previously on Power
we
Rangers.
controlled him with a puppet. Yes, because it's good stuff. We took a puppet. We brought him into the digital world. Made him put in some stuff. And let him go on his merry way and told him, congrats, good luck on your future endeavors. And now we have this dart. And we're going to this one piece of weaponry. But I need the help of Roxy and Teenage Dennis from Always Sunny in Philadelphia to make this plan happen. As I, Vincent Kennedy McMahon, I mean Evox, and the mastermind, and we'll take down Grid Battle Force. Damn it! There you go.
I find it interesting how Evox has so much personality for a computer virus. And more on this later. He does. He turns back into the mayor, and then he does an evil laugh, like not just an evil laugh, but over the top evil laugh that will make JDF's evil form look humble.
No, his evil laugh honestly puts Balak's laugh from Razor Lock Sark to shame. The general is Edgar Battle Force is like, all right, look, guys. The mayor is on his way. He's running a little late, but we are working on something, and I actually have proof of it. We are working on a brand new weapon, and he's trying to show it, and it's showing why we still don't understand how Ben and Betty got this job, because it's just a home video of them all training.
Or more of the question, how did the general get this high?
His job, exactly.
That's more the bigger question.
And Ravi's mom Commander Shaw is looking like, why did I hire these people again? Wait, what? How is this man my boss? She had the best black mom. I'm done with this crap look I have seen in a kid show. It was so glorious. Magnifico. Honestly, I can't put up with this no more. Look, remind me of Rochelle from Everybody Hates Chris. And so after they unplug it and everything like that, she's like, okay, you know what? He's like, okay, you know what? Listen, we're working on a new Zord to fight Evox. And she's like, hold up. Everyone's like, wait, hold up. You're working on a brand new Megazord without any of our clearance, without telling any of us. Like, keep in mind, we have developed Megazords on our own. You have not, and you didn't, even think about disclosing this information to us. It's like, well, you guys were fighting hard and stuff, which I will say right now, I am glad that there is some form of logic, because you honestly could not get away with doing that, considering the fact that Arrows will be working together. So kudos to Power Rangers for actually pointing that out. Those are the little things that I can. Those are the little things I appreciate. The fact that in real life you couldn't get away with that either, and I'm glad I actually pointed that out. Mm-hmm. So the general's like, well, listen, we found someone who is helping us work on the brand new Megazord. It's the Lion Megazord, okay? But the mayor hired someone
Megazord that uses Lion DNA.
Exactly. And we found someone that can actually work on this and actually almost perfected it. In fact, she used to work here. It's like, wait, who? And we have the return of...
Let's wait.
Meaaagaannn.
Let's all say it together. Count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
Meaaagaannn.
We were still alive, but it worked.
Wow. Psycho Fox was late on arrival.
Meaaagaannn is back. And Nate and Zoe had that. Oh hell no! Look, low key, real talk. Nate looked like Nate looked like me if I was in high school and I saw some stupidity about to happen. He's like, oh, legit. I really think in the blooper reel, because hopefully the blooper reel is gonna be coming out for Beast Morphers after the show is done. I really hope we hear Nate say, "Oh hell no, I want to see that. I will pay money to see that." I would. So she comes in and they're like, "You let her work with the mayor? You hired her? Do you realize what hell she put us through?"
And yeah,
12 episodes
ago. Zoe. And it's like, look, I understand you're frustrated, but she submitted the best designs we could get our hands on. Give her a chance. So Meaaagaannn shows that the Beast X King Morpher. I don't think it's not called a Morpher. I call it a Morpher because it looks like the Rangers Morpher. Let's be honest. And it's like, okay, so here's a mountain range outside of our city. I'm going to use this key to summon the Zord just to show you the proof of concept. So she summons the Zord, and it looks beautiful and majestic, and it opens up. The mountain, like, literally splits in half, revealing the Zord, and it starts pouncing out like a beautiful, majestic lion. I forgot the lyrics! So Google it. Okay.
That was raw, man. Just kidding.
So, okay, guess I'm flying solo from here. Okay. Wow.
I know where you live. I know where you live, Daggerboy. Remember that.
It's not Evox, it's Chinchilla Man there.
Blaze and Roxy find the Zord and use the dart that Scross spent the last 2 episodes creating, and throw the dart at the Zord, causing it to be reprogrammed to go savage and wild and uncontrollable. And it's like, Meaaagaannn, did you remember to install the firewall? Yeah, I drew it right there with the magic marker. Then go ahead.
My one comment right there, right quick. So Meaaagaannn, she made a mistake. Naturally, everyone was upset with it. So it's like this show finally understands what making a mistake is, because she gets called out with her.
Thank you.
It's not like, last year, Robbie going, "Devin, go get your Zord. This is the only way." It really wasn't. Mayor Daniels runs into the cyber dimension, which I thought was a little more justified than.
I will say this. While I do say that her mistake is justified here, but also as a counter argument, I would also say, why would you deploy your own Zord if you know for a fact that you haven't installed the firewall yet, knowing that the villain is literally a computer virus? That we learned nothing from what happened to Blaze and Roxy literally on the first episode.
Thank you.
And while I understand she's done computer simulate, and while I understand she even said, "I did computer simulations and it worked fine in simulations." And I'm like, okay, but why didn't you? If the simulations worked, why didn't you install it onto the Zord before doing the demonstration? I mean, if all you need is proof of concept, as a sneak peek to the Rangers, why not just send photos of it in the hangar, or even the video footage of it still in the hangar? And then once you install the firewall, then you can deploy it.
My counter argument to that is that Meaaagaannn is prone to make mistakes, and mistakes that naturally cause trouble, not mistakes that people just ignore are dumb, again, Robbie's plan. Or
intentionally using an entire capsule of Morphex instead of half a capsule like instructed.
Which, that was her making a mistake then, too.
No. That time,
she did it on purpose.
No, yeah, I know. That was her making a mistake, doing something dumb just to better herself. She was too ambitious then. Here, she's just, is naturally prone to making, flawed moves. That's why I say it's nowhere near as eye rolling as, like I said, Ravi's plan last year, or a few of the other mistakes that happened, like Vargoyle saying, "I should rip that memory thing off the TV tower," and thus I totally let my enemies know what our plan is. That is what, it's just a general mistake, not eye rolling. Oh my gosh, this is stupid, and no one calls anyone out for it. So,
well, I think I got back TRZ on this because I'm like, okay, you're at war with a virus. Everyone should know at this point. Install Norton's antivirus scans,
or malware
Microsoft
bytes.
Essential Virus, or Netgear Virus. Like, there are so many antivirus programs, and God knows how many there are in Power Rangers Beast Morphers, because you're dealing with a virus. But yo, listen, if you're going to actually do a prototype test run, if you're going to do a public test run on a brand new Zord, at least have the trial version of Norton's antivirus on deck. The 7-day trial. So any cookies the General or Ben and Betty do won't affect the Zord.
Ultimately, it's a dumb moment for Meaaagaannn to make, but like I said,
it does bring good conflict though to the episode, so I gotta give it credit for that.
And it's not just ignoring something stupid and just saying it's a good idea. It's actually, she gets called out. Hopefully, if this does happen again this season, which I hope it doesn't, hopefully the Rangers will get called out for.
Yeah, so Devin is deployed by Ravi's mom to stop the Zord. He uses the cheetah Zord. At first, he tries to do claw for claw in cheetah mode versus line mode, but then when that doesn't work, he tries to go to Megazord mode and tries to hop on the Zord in order to stop it, like rodeo style. But that didn't work either, because Line Zord throws him off, and at that point Nate is just savagely roasting Meaaagaannn for screwing up. It's like, you screwed up then, you screwed up now. And then even Evox disguises the mayor. It's like, Meaaagaannn, I'm very disappointed in you. I'm like, damn, Evox, throwing you set her up to create yourself a weapon, and then you throw her under the bus for your plan.
I'm sorry, was that Evox, or was I listening to Bender from Futurama?
Ravi Steele are sent out, with this counter device, with this special satellite, that will help, deactivate the Zord. And Meaaagaannn says, "I know what you're doing. This is not going to work." And the Rangers have a tough time, believing her and not wanting to listen. And they go ahead with their move. At first, it looks like it did the job. Then the Lion Zord switches into battle mode, and battle mode, by the way, it looks freaking sweet.
Yeah.
And then the fight, continues, and Zoe just says, "Hey, she did mess up. She did, blackmail us. Maybe we should give her a chance though, because she has designed this thing." And Zoe and Nate, agrees. He runs off to find her, and he's actually, she, says that the signal that Nate originally used was meant to, has a system that's meant to counter it so that it would activate battle mode. And Nate was like, that's actually quite impressive. So they, they realize,
and it took some persuading from Zoe to convince Nate to work with Meaaagaannn, because at first, just because of what she put them through previous episode, he's not having any of it. He doesn't want anything to do with her, but ultimately he does realize, Meaaagaannn did design the Zord, and maybe she might have a thing or two to say to help out with the situation.
Right. And so Nate pulls out this special bow
from the previous episode.
Yes, ultra bow weapon, and says the weapon, what they used to, infect the Zord was the special dart. and thus maybe sending another one into it will cause it to deactivate. And so,
they need the manual connection in order to avoid the defenses from activating.
Right, and it's already been filled with cheetah and gorilla. So
no, rabbit and gorilla.
Not rabbit and gorilla. So now they just need to, put lion DNA in it, so it would, act as a, counter. So it would be in conjunction.
Compatible.
That was cool. Actually, something like I've always said, Beast Morphers does a good job of explaining how things work. Even in Lightspeed, there was just like, this is your new weapons. Here's how they work. Go crazy. Here they actually put a little bit of back effort into what that works. That's cool.
Well, that's kind of the thing with Lightspeed Rescue. These are adults. With these guys, they're still like becoming adults. Like they're at least in like 19, 20, and 21. Not sure, but at least with Lightspeed Rescue, you can clearly tell all these characters are supposed to be in their mid-20s because one's a firefighter, one's Air Force, one flies planes. It's Sky Cowboy. One's a paramedic and everything like that. So they have some form of knowledge when it comes to this. And like, okay, you're an adult. We're gonna sing this giant V-Lancer, go nuts and fight the good fight. But this one's okay. We're gonna need to actually help each other because if this messes up, we gotta find another way.
We don't get a whole lot of thinking and experimenting like we do, like
problem solving.
Yeah.
There we go. Okay.
It's just kind of always here's the cure. Like in Mighty Morphin. Here's my MacGuffin weapon. Nate, they get to the battlefield. Blaze and Roxy show up and, start off a fight with some really good fight choreography, by the way.
Yep.
I don't know if it was completely. I don't know if it was like top notch, but it was at least improved. Like it was very good.
I would say more and more the fight choreography, the civilian fight choreography in this season alone has been very, very good. Like say what you want about how we harshly criticized the first couple of episodes of Beast Morphers season 2. But if there's one thing we've always continually said about this season of Beast Morphers is that the fight choreography feels like every episode it gets better and better. This one is no different. I really liked it. And you finally get to see Steel actually fight because you don't really see Steel in civilian form fight all that much. But it's good to see that he actually is. And I a special shout out to the guy that's in Steel's costume the entire time fighting.
Right. One more thing, and then you're up, Ryan. So Nate goes off, with the new Mega Ultra Bow. Knocks the Zord back into. Gets the Zord back under their control.
I love how the Zord's like.
Yeah. So Nate. Yeah. So after that really awesome anime punch each other in the face clash, Nate with his inner Oliver Queen, Lion King Ultra Zord, you have no Beast X.
You have failed the Rangers.
You have failed this city. You have failed Coral Harbor.
When freaking Oliver uses his bow and arrow to take out the malware from the Lion Zord, it technically was stopped. So basically now it's under Meaagann's control again, technically. But unfortunately, the Cheetah Zord, it was running out of Morph-X. But he could still fight it. Like, okay, we are out of Morph-X. You can still, we can still do it. But unfortunately, what's his name? Blaze, and Fox, you're good to know. I wasn't wondering your response for this because you love that Megazord in the finale of Beast Morphers season 1. They actually bring it back. They bring back Blaze's Megazord. I'm actually happy about that.
They actually gave him a good fight. He actually put up a fight, thankfully.
And I actually like how they actually showed the Lion Zord turning into its motorcycle form.
That was sweet too.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah,
so taken from Go Busters.
Yeah, let's take it from Go Busters. I don't know.
The movie.
Yeah, the movie. So anyway, it morphs. They fight, but fortunately, the Beast Red Megazord does not lose Morph-X. So Devin, being a badass, like, all right, nope, I'm going to use the Lightning Zord. Screw it. He used it, and he have an epic battle, which I really loved. Because usually, this is my thing. I really don't like Megazord battles. Well,
know.
this current new Saban era is like, it's basically rinse, repeat, rinse, repeat. I know, same formula, but it was like, this one was actually,
Sounds like Ryan needs some common writer in his life.
I do. Anyway, rinse, repeat. But anyway, they fight. I love it. But what I really liked about this episode was the one-on-one fights with Zoe and Roxy. They fight off. I like the scene. They have big but unfortunately she got pew-pewed. But it's okay. She's a robot.
No, it's not pew-pew. It's an ultimate weapon.
She's been pew-pewed. Okay.
She got pew-pewed.
She got pew-pewed by the bow and arrow.
Yeah, it's a pew-pew by bow and arrow.
Not a pew-pew.
It was a
it's like
single shot.
It's a big pew.
It's going to be a group weapon, so it's not necessarily a pew-pew. It
was one single shot. There's no pew-pew. It's just one boom.
Sploosh. Like a
Okay, fine.
This queue is getting really crowded.
So Robo Roxy, remember these guys are robots. They're no longer avatars. She gets blown up. Devin uses the Lion Zord, blows up Blaze's Megazord, which is like, what's funny is before, like, you tell us this before the episode, like the bad episode, I would be really pissed, but like I'm okay with it right now. I don't know, they did really well with this. Then we go back to this base where Meaaagaannn is finally employed for a grid battle force. And she finally redeems herself, and Nate and her become friends. And there's a little point where, I don't know, like if it's me, like he hugs Meaaagaannn and he sees Zoe in the background, like, hey, don't touch me more.
One thing I want to point out is when the Rangers regain control over the Beast X King Zord, the mayor angrily walks out of the room. And Ben and Betty's dad like suddenly notices but he doesn't say or do anything about it. So I'm curious. So it'd be interesting if he of all people ends up putting two and two together, that the mayor might not necessarily be the mayor.
Yeah. So well, I won't be surprised with that. So with Beast Morphers, what I like about it, they actually do tease a bit in the future, foreshadowing. That's what I like about this series is about the foreshadowing. Like in especially the second episode, you can tell like Nate really likes Zoe because like Zoe was always there for him, and the roses, and they actually brought it back like in later the end of the season. But I liked about it. So yeah, I won't be surprised if like the general finally finds out like this is suspicious. Why did he get pissed after So anyway, then we have the ending scene where, for the first time, Ben and Betty's thing didn't really piss me off because it was actually a common mistake and not a stupid mistake. So they tried to clean up everything, the mess that the Rangers did.
Oh yeah, so this is the dart that made the Zord go wild.
Yes, this is a dart, but they didn't know that. So Ben and Betty did not know that. So it was not due to stupidity. It's just
look, a dart.
Oh, it's a dart, and it reaches Steel's legs and basically goes. He detaches and basically goes haywire, and of course, they make havoc. And I like Steel's acting for that. Okay, overall.
Legs detach.
After when the series ends, we have all to agree. Steel is the best part of Beast Morphers.
No,
I would say this, and I apologize for interrupting again, but I think it would have been really interesting if when the dart hit him, it wouldn't go wild yet, but that it does accidentally make Steel vulnerable to be controlled by Evox in a later episode.
Yeah.
That would be really interesting.
I have a kind of like in RPM when Shifter took control of Scott and that was left over from his attack droid from the previous episode. That'd be cool. Yeah.
Anyway, so overall, good episode, and yes, I like it. But I mean, there is some nitpicks, but it does not affect my score because I'll tell you about this before we go. Ratings now. Negatives, positive, negatives, and your score. Starting with the little fox right next to me.
No, you go first.
No. You're doing. I want to be the end because technically, want me the last part.
All right, look. So there are a couple of things that I kind of wish they could have done better. But like I agree with TRZ. I think Meg should have came back beforehand. Maybe like the last week's episode as like a cliffhanger, and then go into the Beast X King Megazord type of thing. And then like have at least 1 or 2 episodes where she redeems herself. So the first one would be like the cliffhanger, and then this, and then maybe the next episode. But overall, I was fine with how they did it. And I like that Nate and Zoe did not forget, because yeah, keep this in mind. A lot of times in these shows, especially during Neo Saban, people are like, "Oh yeah, I remember you. You're okay." Like, no. Megan, with her dumb Karen haircut when we first met her, tried to blackmail Zoe.
Honestly, first time I
Nate.
saw Megan, I thought she was Roxy in disguise.
That would have been interesting.
That would have been very interesting. That would
Especially
have been a
considering
really cool
how especially the look on her face when she saw Zoe and Nate on a date together. Because you think of it this way: if this was Roxy, like humoring the idea that this was actually Roxy in disguise, Ravi broke up with her because they were dating and they were Rangers. But now you see 2 other Rangers dating. What's going on, Ravi? You've got some explaining to do.
I like that. Another thing, yeah, there's one, just one thing. Oh, okay. So the firewall thing, like, okay, I understand. You know, sometimes these mistakes happen, but when you're dealing with an evil that is a computer virus, the least you can do is get the 7-day trial to Norton's antivirus scan. That's all I have to say about that. Like, it's free for 7 days. Just install it into the Lion Megazord and have it where you be like, no, I didn't install it. I did install antivirus software. What was it? Norton's antivirus for 7 days. When did it expire? What's today? Wednesday? Yeah. Oh yeah, it expired today.
It was supposed to expire Monday.
Megan. Oh no. Oh, it expired Monday. Damn it, Megan! Type of thing. That would have been funny. And honestly, that would have been like the Power Rangers Beast Morphers is sponsored by Norton's antivirus. But no, outside those things, everything else was actually very spot on. We had a Megazord battle the entire episode, and it didn't get tiring because it was just, hey, I gotta hold him off. Y'all do what you gotta do. I'm gonna hold off this Megazord as much as possible. There's mistakes going on. It reminded me, honestly, of an episode of Lightspeed Rescue. A good episode of Lightspeed Rescue. Like, specifically, remember the episode, The Fire, where they had all the Rangers sprouted out and were using different weapons to fix everything?
Yeah. Oh wait, I told you about this the other day when Carter had to shoot those barrels.
No, not that one. I think it was the 3rd episode where it was a massive fire. Where everyone had to work together and they had to use the Megazords too.
Yeah, that one.
Oh,
that
the second episode.
Yeah, the episode you're thinking about is the one where the kid got hurt. No, not the one where the kid got hurt. Yeah, that was the
3rd episode.
Oh, okay. So the second episode, my bad. The second episode reminded me of the second episode and reminded me of the tornado episode as well. That's what reminded me. I had it gave me a nice little homage to both episodes where, okay, we're in our Megazords, we gotta figure out what the hell's going on. Y'all figure it out on the ground, I'm gonna figure it out up top. Fight choreography, great. I'm glad that Discount Dennis from Always Sunny in Philadelphia got some licks in his Gigadrone Megazord. And it's cool that I'm okay with Roxy and Dennis from Always Sunny dying in this episode, because it's been 7 episodes since we found out that, oh no, they can't really die because they're clones or robots or robot clones. So they'll be back next week. So that's cool. I actually like that.
They didn't become like the same issue the Z Putties had in season 2 where
yes. So I'm okay with that. And as long as you continue to do it in increments like that, like after every 4 or 5 episodes of Beast Morphers, then you'll kill them off again. Or have it where you do a montage of them dying. I like that.
The Dodo guy from 01, except spread out.
Yes, exactly. The Dodo you do from 01. But overall, I love the acting. I think, honestly, my favorite actor of the episode was Nate, because Nate was still salty, and I like that because he had a reason to be salty. Because
he did a good job expressing that salt.
Yeah, and especially and when he finally gave Meg credit, he's like, "Meg, great job. Like real talk, you did very good, Meg." And I'm like
he was somber about it.
Yes, good job, Abe. Abe, good job, man. Good job. Okay. Overall, 10.
Mm.
Yes.
Kent, your turn.
Counter argument to Leonard's statement. You know the whole virus being infected. Granted, Evox has kind of been, crippled pretty easily, so that's probably also why Megan, didn't think about the firewall. Crippled. He's, got lost in the cyber dimension. He couldn't infect Steel's body, so maybe that's why the virus. But ultimately, I enjoyed this episode. Good action, well suspense, good beginning, middle, and payoff. Megan made a genuine mistake that gets called out. Not, this is the only way. Go get your Zord and save us. Or Jax, you're gonna send you back. This is the only way. You're gonna be bait, even though we have holograms now. Or Mayor Daniels running into the cyber dimension because even though they could have just taken the device and thrown it in and gotten the coordinates that way. Yes, mistakes are made. People called out. That's cool. And there was some consistent writing. The fighting was great. Megan's acting, by the way, was pretty good for the most part. Something I had issues with Beast Morphers is that they can't really do whisper acting very well. I thought Megan did a pretty good job of she spoke in a pretty calm tone, and it didn't feel weird or awkward or kind of forced. She come off like she was generally remorseful. So that was cool. Overall, I will give it, and like I said, this is a first for me too for this season, but 10 out of 10.
Oh my god. Okay.
All right, it's a Kamen Rider boy's turn.
TRZ. Likes, dislikes, what's up?
Like I said before, I would have loved more episodes throughout the last 2 seasons of Megan, doing Megan things. Like wouldn't it be interesting if there was a rival company to Grid Battle Force and Megan started working for them for an episode, for example. Just give an example. And I would have loved to give more chronology, to add more layers to we can't trust you. We've already tried giving the benefit of the doubt, but you kept proving that we cannot trust you. Or something like that. Or give her a few extra episodes to fully redeem herself. Other than that, my main complaint was the fact that she did not install that antivirus, because first thing we learned about Evox is that he is a virus. And like I said before, there are other ways you could show proof of concept without deploying the Zord. You could get video or photo footage of the Zord in its hangar, as well as blueprints of its various forms, and she could be like, yeah, see, this is what we're looking at, but I'm not done with it yet because I still need to install a firewall for it. But once the firewall's ready, trust me, guys, it'll blow your freaking mind. Trust me on this one. I find it interesting that Evox was starting to give tells that he's Evox in front of the Rangers crew, because I'm curious how they're going to figure out that the mayor's actually Evox, especially with the general looking at him like, why are you leaving and why are you so angry and whatnot. I do like that they actually had a valid reason to deploy the new weapon, and actually like that they showed him building the weapon in the previous episode, but not actually deploying it at that episode. So we have so it's not like Gosei where it's like, oh yeah, here's a bunch of Bondi toys for you guys to use on the field. Here, take them, you're worthy, whatever. Ask questions later. There's a simple explanation. You wouldn't understand. Just take the toys. Yeah, and yes, I do like that you got Robo Roxy and Robo Blaze being destroyed every once in a while. And I would like to see that every time they get destroyed, they send backup data that makes them more powerful each time they get reawakened. Because that would make it more interesting. It's because otherwise you just rinse repeat. But here it's like you have to come up with new strategies, new tactics, like the android from Justice League.
Yeah.
Amazo.
Amazo. There you go. Amazo.
Yeah, Amazo. But yeah, I would say I would like that dart hitting Steel to have some kind of payoff in a future episode, so just comic relief. But other than that, it was a pretty good episode. So I'll give it a 9.5 out of 10. I have to take the half point off for shenanigans. But, it is what it is.
Okay.
Oh, one more thing I wanted to mention. Sorry. The episode does also flow together. We have like everything doesn't feel like stuff's crammed in with
Right.
something else. Like in Dino Charge, we had Tyler's dad coming back. Then Tyler gets a power up. Then a new Megazord combination, all in the same episode, and nothing really flows together. So
Yeah, if it
that
was a
still
two-parter, that would have worked better.
Yes.
Yeah.
And going ahead, Daggerboy. Sorry, we've been holding you up.
Yeah.
Actually,
No,
not sorry.
just for last. I was kidding. Anyway.
Not really.
Anyway, so likes about this episode. Actually, I'll go to dislikes. Not that much. I only say that I will dislike about this episode is some of the acting in this one, but it's not really bad. It's like more a nitpick. Like especially the part where they introduced the Lion Zord in the lab. I thought it was kind of a little bland. Like I will use it now. I'm like, okay. And
Not
then
just do it, but like, all right, here we go.
I mean, maybe you could put a little more like energy into like I'd be like, here's the Lion Zord. Instead of like, I will, yeah.
Well,
Or
to be
Nate-
fair, she's showing this off to people who don't like her.
And then Nate, even though like heck, I don't like a lot of people. Well, not a lot, but I'd be like,
You know,
here.
sorry.
So anyway, but anyway, then also Nate's acting a bit. Nate's acting is a little bit choppy in the lab scenes. He's like, what? But it gets better. So and plus Nate's force furnace is actually I like in this episode. It's not cringy. It's nice. It actually makes sense. So I like that part. But technically, it's just the acting in the lab scene what kind of gripe me. Overall, anything else I loved it. So, for example, I liked how like Nate and Zoe still remember Megan for like technically almost ruined your relationship. And Nate's like, you almost ruined my time with this girl, all right? So I am of course gonna hate you. And then
Beat
Zoe's like,
blocker.
yeah. I mean, Zoe's like, no. Let's forgive her. I mean, she did F up, but hey, let's give her a chance, all right? She did, deserve. Also shows, what I like about this episode, what you guys had mentioned, it shows Nate's also is not perfect. Because Megan
We've been said that Nate's not perfect. We have nitpicked on Nate.
No, but I mean like intelligence-wise.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, intelligence-wise, because overall, every episode we saw, like, oh, Nate can do this, Nate can do it, he can fix this, he can fix that. But this is the first time we see his little arrogance like take over because Megan's like, no, like you can't do it. I don't think it's a good idea.
No, you've messed up too many times, and then he messes up.
Yeah, I was like, okay, and then he messed up bad. Like instead of trying to reprogram it literally turned to a freaking battle mode, and that's really bad. And I feel sorry for Dev. It's like, oh crap, we went to battle mode. All right, more work. So funny that Nate could have technically endangered Devin's life. So that's yeah. So what I like about it is that Megan does help them. I agree with Boke. It could have been for another 2 episodes, but keep in mind is Nickelodeon's fault. They're not willing to spend a lot of money for
Yeah.
So
I hate how Nickelodeon does that.
So that's why I wish maybe it was a 40 season episode. That could have happened. But since it's only like 20, technically it's 20. It's not 20. Technically 20 episodes.
20 and 20 instead of 140.
Yeah, so that's why.
Both seasons together are technically 40.
Yeah, even though, but technically it's kind of another season. But anyway, so I'm okay with that. I mean, they work what they got, but I liked it because one is I liked how the Megazords were used. It was not a chore. It was not really a chore. I actually enjoyed watching it. The fight choreography for this one was actually legit. Finally got Zoe versus Roxy fight, and Blaze finally did that like a the B word. He's like, I'll get you back, Devin. And it's true because he is a robot. He can get resurrected. So, the ending was, I agree. It was kind of, but hopefully that dart, something in the future. There's actually a comment here. I'll bring it up right now. That comment by Mikey Perez. What if they use the dart on Rexy in the team up? So, that's a good theory. What if they use the dart on Rexy on the team up episode for Power Rangers? That anniversary. Well, not
right, because he goes berserk in the movie.
Yeah, so
that'd be cool.
So what did they use that? Maybe that's Evox's plan. But anyway, so before we go into that, my rating for this episode: second 10 out of 10. Okay, my theory is coming true. I knew it. You got the crappy episodes first, and I bet you like the producers and passers was like, "Wait, these are crappy. Wait, all right, let's put them in the beginning. We don't want to, kill momentum." That's why I have a feeling that the first episode was supposed to be when he got the morph, the battle suits. Or anyway, so.
Let's just hope it keeps going like this.
I mean, the next episode. Okay,
right,
so,
because every season it's like super this, super that, and on the first episode they always get like a new battle suit.
Yeah,
Like
but
Super
anyway.
Samurai, they get that white sash thing, and in the Super Mega Force they get the Gokaiger suits.
Hey, that was actually
Kind of,
that was a good first episode. Yeah, even though I don't like Super Mega Force, that was actually a really good episode.
Super
Yeah, for what it was, it was a good first episode, except for the whole. There's a simple explanation for that.
Yeah.
Oh wait, there's monsters protecting the city. Go now.
Yeah, take my
Go,
key.
Jake.
Go change. Anyway, so overall 10 out of 10. I liked it, and yeah. So if you had to rate overall, it's basically a 10.
It is so close to being a 10. It's ridiculous. We're not gonna round it. Don't round it.
Yeah, it's
Like
technically
a
a 10.
9.8. It's like a 9.8 from in
You got
grand total.
9.5. Two of you gave it a 10.
3.
No, 3 of us gave it 10, dude. You gave it 9.8, so technically it's a 10, like a low 10.
It's YouTube comment time. What is up, YouTube? Thank you guys so much for watching our recording of the brand new episode, Power Rangers Beast Morphers. What was the name of the call? What was the name of the episode again?
Alright, I'm back.
Beast
So
King.
it's just
Wow.
my cousin asking for groceries.
Oh, okay. The Beast King, Beast X King Megazord, where the heck it's supposed to be called. So, we'll have to read these comments. If you are on YouTube, thank you guys very much. If you are new, be sure to like our channel, subscribe, bell icon, hit the bell icon, like this video, hit it again, triple like, and be sure to let us know how you feel in the comment section about this episode. We're gonna be reading these Facebook comments, so let's get started. Go.
Ranger Select says, hello, just in time. What's up, man?
What's up, Ranger Select? How you doing, dude?
Michael Brogdon. Hey, what's up, man? From
Bogdan!
Engine Gate. Michael, what's up? What's up, man?
Beast King Rampage. Sorry.
Mikey Perez says, hey, guys. What's up, man?
What's up, Mike?
Shout outs to Mikey.
Yeah.
He is one of our greatest supporters. I love you, bro. Tom Clayton, he says, hey, Kent.
Hi, Tom. That's my uncle.
Sheldon Campbell says, I love Roxy. She is pretty.
Roxy-
I love her
Great.
too.
Roxy's
Why
great.
she's not trying to kill everyone.
Yeah.
Roxy's great, and our actress is really, really chill. I've seen her stuff on Instagram. She's really
Yeah,
cool.
and also read her book. I'm actually when the advice is over, I actually might buy it. Actually, no, I'll buy it when the advice is over. Kim Santos versus Leo Fox. You already know who's gonna win, Kim, or yeah.
Oh my! I mean, TRZ, you could pull off a Wolverine perfectly.
Well, I do have the hair now
Oh,
because
and I have my claws from Comic-Con.
yeah, because all the hair places are closed, so I need a shave on the sides. I want to get grow. I want my pompadour to be manageable again.
Ranger Select. Virus Limited was said without a pause between at this time. Oh yeah, I do. Yeah. I noticed that too.
Because Devin's been fighting for the last 30 minutes of the
What do you
episode.
think?
You don't screw this. Virus Eliminate. We're done.
He's like F it. I don't know saying it. Who cares? Michael Perez 4 out of 5. All right, so basically it's 9%. So yeah. Beba Conception. I call the Beast X Kings or the Simba Sword.
The Simba Zord. Svenja!
That takes. God, I don't want to hear him singing. Right, Kent?
That's fine.
Oh my gosh. Anyway.
No, it's easy to Circle like.
You done yet?
Watching us, watching. Okay, go ahead.
Anyway, before I leave, Teddy Bear, where can I find you?
Well, Chinchilla, you know, with your cute stubby little hands and long whiskers. You can find me on Instagram, brown_K, as well as QR Ranger Book. You can also find me here on Morphin Network. Where can we find you, Psycho?
You can find me at home until the 15th. I'm joking. You can find me on Twitter, Instagram at @Reckless_Fox, YouTube Reckless_Fox, and you can find all my latest highlights, Twitch highlights, and gameplay and Let's Plays on Twitch.tv/RecklessFox. And if you want a little more content, myself and my boy TRZ and our girl Jen, we do Struggle Game Podcast every weekend. So tune in on SoundCloud.com/ScruggleClub Gaming. That's SoundCloud.com/ScruggleClub Gaming for the Struggle Gaming Podcast. And TRZ, where can they find you?
You can find me on Twitch at twitch.tv/BrokenCobbleton. You can find me on Instagram at Chrono_cosplay. Okay.
Inshin! There we go. And what have you said, guys?
And you can
As
find
always-
me
Oh,
on Instagram. That's about 2%. See, guys, I knew it. They forget about me. I know. See, as I'm
You should say it for yourself first and then throw it to us.
You know my personality. I touch you guys. That's the boy. 7 Instagram. And please follow the Morphin Network at YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. Please subscribe to our YouTube page as we are our dream to make it to 1,000 right now. As we are 1,000 followers on Instagram. Anyway, guys, we're leaving. See you Saturday. Well, Friday and Saturday. Bye bye.
Sometimes he loses control of the room.